Take a deep dive into Raphael Warnock's life in 2025. In this video, we uncover the luxurious lifestyle of the U.S. Senator and spiritual leader, Raphael Warnock. From his impressive net worth and car collection to his family life and personal achievements, we explore the many facets of his life beyond politics. Discover how Warnock balances his career with family and the finer things in life. Raphael Warnock, United States Senator. Born the 23rd of July, 1969, age 55 years, Savannah, Georgia, United States. Spouse, Ule Ndoye, NSM 2016-2019. Nominations: Bulle CP Image Award for Outstanding Literary Work Biography. Autobiography, Education, Morehouse College, 1991. Saul C. Johnson High School, 1987. Union Theological Seminary. Parents, Jonathan Warnock, Verlene Warnock. Candidate for U.S. Senate, Georgia General Election, 2028. Raphael Warnock. Net worth, $800,000. Personal life. Warnock lives in Atlanta. He married Ule Ndoye in a public ceremony on February 14, 2016. The couple had held a private ceremony in January. They have 2 children. The couple separated in November 2019, and their divorce was finalized in 2020. In March 2020, when Warnock and Ndoye were going through divorce proceedings, Ndoye accused Warnock of running over her foot with his car during a verbal argument. Warnock denied the accusation. According to an Atlanta Police Department report, after Warnock called police to the scene, Ndoye was reluctant to show her foot to the responding police officer, who did not see any signs that Miss Ule's foot was ran over. Medical professionals then arrived at the scene, but were not able to locate any swelling, redness, or bruising, or broken bones on Ndoye's foot. Police did not charge Warnock with any crimes regarding the incident. In February 2022, Ndoye asked the court to modify their child custody agreement, granting her additional custody of their 2 young children so she can complete a Harvard University program, and for a recalculation of child support payments. In October 2022, Savannah's city government honorarily renamed Cape Street, the street on which Warnock grew up during the 1980s, as Raphael Warnock Way. Early life. Raphael Gamaliel. Warnock was born on July 23, 1969 in Savannah, Georgia. He was the 11th of 12 children. The family grew up in public housing. His father was a mechanic in the U.S. Army during World War II. After returning from the war, his father opened a car restoration business. For college, Raphael attended Morehouse, where he earned a BA in psychology. After Morehouse, he attended Union Theological Seminary, where he earned a Master of Divinity, Master of Philosophy, and Doctor of Philosophy. Religious work. Warnock began his ministry as an intern and licentiate at the 6th Avenue Baptist Church in Birmingham, Alabama, under the civil rights movement leader, John Thomas Porter. In the 1990s, he served as youth pastor and then assistant pastor at Abyssinian Baptist Church in New York. While Warnock was pastor at Abyssinian, the church declined to hire workfare recipients as part of organized opposition to then-Mayor Rudy Giuliani's workfare program. The church also hosted Fidel Castro on October 22, 1995, while Warnock was youth pastor. There is no evidence Warnock was involved in that decision. During the 2020-21 United States Senate special election in Georgia, his campaign refused to say whether Warnock attended the event. In January 2001, Warnock was elected senior pastor of Douglas Memorial Community Church in Baltimore, Maryland. He and an assistant minister were arrested and charged with obstructing a 2002 police investigation into suspected child abuse at a summer camp run by the church. The police report called Warnock extremely uncooperative and disruptive. Warnock had demanded that the counselors have lawyers present when being interviewed by police. The charges were later dropped with the deputy state's attorney's acknowledgement that it had been a miscommunication, adding that Warnock had aided the investigation and that prosecution would be a waste of resources. Warnock said he was merely asserting that lawyers should be present during the interviews, and that he had intervened to ensure that an adult was present while a juvenile suspect was being questioned. Warnock stepped down as the church's senior pastor in 2005. On Father's Day 2005, Warnock was named senior pastor of the Ebenezer Baptist Church in Atlanta, Georgia, Martin Luther King Jr., former congregation. He is the 5th and the youngest person to serve as Ebenezer's senior pastor since its founding. He has continued in the post while serving in the Senate. As pastor, Warnock advocated for clemency for Troy Davis, who was executed in 2011. In 2013, he delivered the benediction at the public prayer service at the second inauguration of Barack Obama. After Fidel Castro died in 2016, Warnock told his church to pray for the Cuban people, calling Castro's legacy complex, kind of like America's legacy is complex. In March 2019, Warnock hosted an interfaith meeting on climate change at his church, featuring Al Gore and William Barber II. He presided at Representative John Lewis's funeral at Ebenezer Church in July 2020. On Easter Sunday 2021, Warnock's Twitter account tweeted, "The meaning of Easter is more transcendent than the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Whether you are a Christian or not, through a commitment to helping others, we are able to save ourselves." Some conservative Christians and political commentators criticized the tweet, including Benjamin Watson, Allie Beth Stuckey, and Jenna Ellis, who called it heretical. The tweet was deleted that afternoon, with a spokesperson for Warnock saying the tweet was posted by staff and was not approved, but declining to say whether it reflected Warnock's beliefs. Political activism. Warnock came to prominence in Georgia politics as a leader in the campaign to expand Medicaid in the state. In 2013, he wrote an editorial for the Atlanta Journal-Constitution that criticized Governor Nathan Deal for not supporting an integrated prom at the Wilcox County High School. In March 2014, Warnock led a sit-in at the Georgia State Capitol to press state legislators to accept the expansion of Medicaid offered by the Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act. He and other leaders were arrested during the protest. Warnock also actively campaigned for Georgia Democrats to increase outreach to low-income communities. In 2015, Warnock considered running in the 2016 election for the United States Senate seat held by Johnny Isakson as a member of the Democratic Party. He opted not to run. From June 2017 to January 2020, Warnock chaired the New Georgia Project, a nonpartisan organization founded by Democrat Stacey Abrams and focused on increasing voter registration. The New Georgia Project and its affiliate, the New Georgia Project Action Fund, secretly campaigned for Abrams in her 2018 gubernatorial campaign in Georgia and for other Democratic political campaigns in the state. It also illegally campaigned for an unsuccessful MARTA referendum in Gwinnett County. In 2025, it admitted to 16 violations of state campaign finance laws related to its illegal partisan activities and was ordered to pay $300,000 by the Georgia State Ethics Commission, the largest fine for campaign finance violations in state history. The New Georgia Project raised and spent millions of dollars in its partisan efforts and failed to disclose its activities or properly register as an independent political committee. Warnock supports expanding the Affordable Care Act and has called for the passage of the John Lewis Voting Rights Act. He also supports increasing COVID-19 relief funding. A proponent of abortion rights and gay marriage, he has been endorsed by Planned Parenthood. He opposes the concealed carry of firearms, saying that religious leaders do not want guns in places of worship. Warnock has long opposed the death penalty. Make sure to subscribe for more exclusive celebrity and public figure lifestyle videos. If you enjoyed this tour of Raphael Warnock's life, like and share it with others interested in the lives of influential figures.